We'll have to do this the old school way. Should we all clap too? All right, time our clap. You remember that? Man, that feels like a lifetime ago.
I suck at that. There's so many like raw audios of me and Kat and Sam trying to time it for commentary type shit. And
you should check out the footage of me and HP trying to do it. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
I have us doing it like 7 times in a row and we never get it right. And I was just like, fuck it, I'll just figure it.
That makes me feel better, especially because my sense of rhythm is so shot. Because I'll be like, I got it right, and they're like, not really.
Yeah, and he's a musician too, so it doesn't make any sense.
No pressure. Yeah. No pressure.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, this is a podcasters only conversation.
That's right.
Normies. I guess you don't have to worry about how to clap yourself in or clap. I guess it's more of a clap for timing up the tracks.
Yeah.
Synchronization.
Synchronization.
Yeah. My God. What different times? You think this is the Zodiac Killer's favorite movie?
I don't get that joke. Why? Well, because he was the most dangerous game. I got you.
No, but like he also the whole Count Zaroff with the hood and the isn't that's from the original source material story that this movie is based off of.
So you just think the Zodiac Killer would like this movie because he liked the most dangerous game and this is based on previous material? But by that token, should he also like was that Hard Target, the fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
He might very well may
at the same time as this.
He very well may. Who knows? Who knows what darkness lives in the heart of the Zodiac Killer if he's still alive?
I think.
Yeah. Plus, like that motherfucker owes me money. I'm not talking to his ass till he pays me back.
What?
No, I'm joking.
I am so confused. I'm not confused as to why we're talking about surviving the game. On this episode of the Kulturecast, I am still your host, Chris Stachiw, much to the chagrin of many, and we're joined, as always, by my two good friends, frozen in Zoom, but not in audio. My good friend and yours, the host of the Dark Destinations podcast, Father Malone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome or something.
And all the way from Mondo-Heather, your friend and mine, wrestling's biggest fan, Johnny Moxley's biggest fan.
Oh my God. I legit have I have 2 Mox figures on my wall. How did you know?
I knew it.
Heather Drain. Hello, everybody. And it's still real to me, damn it. So,
right. It's still real to me, damn it.
Don't you dare come for our wrestling. And who is giving you chagrin, Chris, for your hosting?
Nobody. I just like to think that there is like 1 or 2 people that are like, this guy's still hosting the show.
I feel like, do you remember that the Headbanger's Journey documentary? Did either one of you see that?
I did see that, actually.
It's so good. And you know, when he's the director is talking to one of the guys from Mayhem, I believe it was Necro Butcher. And the interviewer asks him, like, what do you think about people here that are like, why are you guys here? And he's like, well, who are these people? Where are they? Fuck them.
Right.
Yeah.
I just like to believe that there are people out there that are like, why is this guy still? Because it's my show.
They can go.
You want to be an outsider on the inside, buddy?
Yeah.
They could kick rocks if they go that way.
Pound sand. They could cut their dreads off, just like Ice-T does in this movie.
He's going back to Babylon.
Oh, my God. So let's talk about 1994's Surviving the Game.
Why would you want to kill yourself? Maybe I like the idea of choosing when I die instead of having somebody else choose for me. If someone offered you a good job, would you be interested? What kind of job are you talking about? We need someone to help us with our hunts out in the wilderness.
Are you sure about this one?
Oh, I'm sure.
Has he got courage?
Gentlemen, I would like you to meet our new hunting guide, Mason.
Here's a toast to the hunters and a prayer for the hunted. The hunt begins now.
Let the game begin! Just let me get the door for you. Go!
We're not really gonna hunt anymore, are we?
He's nothing. He's less than nothing.
Come on, Mason!
Don't take any part in this.
I want you!
Think.
If you make it to civilization, you live. If you don't, maybe God will have mercy. I think he's gone back to the cabin.
None of them has ever done that before.
Mr. Mason!
What's that smell?
Everybody out of the cabin!
I like my meat rare.
Try well done, bitch.
Jack Mason knows he's going to die someday.
Damn, I wish I'd never started smoking.
But today, he's not in the mood.
This is where it gets interesting.
Never underestimate
Come on, Mason!
a man to lose. Rutger Hauer, Charles Dutton, Gary Busey, F. Murray Abraham, William McNamara, and Ice-T. Surviving the Game.
Bang!
Directed by Ernest Dickerson.
So the film is directed by Ernest Dickerson, written by Eric Berndt, based off of the story, The Most Dangerous Game of All, or The Most Dangerous Game, I guess, not of all, but The Most Dangerous Game by Richard Connell. And it stars Ice-T, Rutger Hauer, Charles S. Dutton, John C. McGinley, Gary Busey, Mozart's murderer, F. Murray Abraham, and no, just it's from Last Action Hero. Mose. Never mind. I know I maybe wrong crowd. You guys are the Transylvania 65,000 crowd.
Listen, I got the joke. This wasn't funny.
I tell you what, though. I realize how much I take for granted the camera now. Oh my God. And ladies and gentlemen, Ice-T is the lead of your film, playing a homeless man who is tricked into becoming the prey for a bunch of rich white people.
Not all of them are white.
Yeah, Charles S. Dutton is.
Right, sorry.
But they're like.
But
90.
he's the secret antagonist of the movie because you think he's a nice guy.
Yeah. That was a nice switcheroo.
Yeah. So Heather, tell me all about your experience with surviving the game.
This is one of those episodes where, once again, you've given me a chance to see something I was familiar with, but I'd never actually seen. I remember this being out in the video store back in the day because of the cover art, and I didn't really know anything about it, and I was never really pulled to rent it. But I love the cast. I love Ice-T. I love Rutger Hauer. Those two are legit two of my favorite artists ever. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'll check this out. And I didn't have any expectations. I didn't think it'd suck, but I didn't know really what I was going into. And I was very pleasantly happy. It was a lot of fun. I think it was really well directed. And that cast, holy pants, you cannot beat that cast. And it was Gary Busey when he was still a really great actor and hadn't lost his mind and started sexually assaulting people at conventions. So.
Yeah, boy, that's fun. Good job.
I'm like, who's letting him out though? Who is minding?
Who wants to meet Gary Busey?
Well, who's letting 78-year-old crazy ass Gary Busey loose at a con? You know,
I'd like to meet Gary Busey.
I mean,
in all his crazy, I would love to just a brief encounter. I don't want to spend an afternoon with the man.
My brief encounter.
Maybe an elevator ride worth of Gary Busey.
Trapped in a metal box with Gary Busey? That sounds like a bad idea.
No one's going to get trapped. It's not going to turn into that. It's just going to be a brief.
No one's going
to. What if all of a sudden you pulled the stop and you're like, Gary, this is my one opportunity. I've always wanted to tell you how much I love you.
That would be great. You out crazy Busey.
You'd be like, can I lick your huge fake teeth?
God. Father Malone, tell me all about your experience with Ernest R. Dickerson's Surviving the Game.
First time watching it, can't believe I hadn't seen it because I love Ernest Dickerson. He was Spike Lee's cinematographer all those years, and he ended up on television mainly, but I think he's really solid. And that shows in this movie. It's really well shot for what a low budget it must have. I loved the movie, honestly. I thought the script was really smart. I thought it gave us, not totally smart. There were a lot of stumbles along the way when they were chasing him down, but I thought every character got a moment, and not only a moment, but story and a motivation. And I mentioned at the top there was a John Woo movie. It was his first American feature, Hard Target, which came out right around the same time, covering the same topic. That was with Jean-Claude Van Damme, which that movie was absolute garbage and sort of put me off for watching this one. But because in that one it was basically Lance Henriksen and Arnold Vosloo and a faceless crew of thugs hunting veterans through the bayou, right? In this one, they kept it to 5 guys, and we knew all of their names. We knew all of their stuff. I'm more impressed than I should be with this movie, but when Gary Busey's telling his story, man, I was like, this is great. And it was just a slow close-up of Gary Busey. So all that stuff's good. I think the action's really good. Ice-T is kind of a liability when he's trying to be emotional. Maybe not the best choice for a thespian in this flick, but overall, I liked it a lot.
I haven't seen Ice-T in enough things to have an opinion about him, but he's a weird choice as the lead in this movie because I don't find him particularly charismatic. Maybe that's just the role that he's given of like, you don't have to write a homeless person as like abrasive, and that's fine. I'm not saying that they needed to, but I feel like because it's Ice-T, he's abrasive, which is fine, but like that doesn't lead to, like, Ice-T's good as a character actor. As a lead, I don't think, maybe on what is he on, Special Victims Unit or something? He's butchering it. What's he on? Law and Order, right?
Law and Order SVU. You're right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Him and
he's
Belzer.
like a mainstay for like 20 years or some shit. So he must be popular as a character actor. As a lead, I don't know.
I was fine with them. I mean,
he could work. That's what you said, Chris. The grating sort of abrasive nature, which is just him, turns any sort of slight line reading, like it could be just a slightly negative, turns into like a whole fucking thing with Ice-T. Like every line that comes out of his mouth is just like, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. And it's like, dude, chill the fuck out. These guys are giving you food.
I think, you could tell these guys were part of the problem, though. I was kind of fine with it. I mean, part of me was like, maybe be a little less abrasive for now, but some real shit's going to get revealed very soon. Also, I read on IMDb that Busey monologue he wrote.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's IMDb mileage. It's going to vary, so it's not the gospel. But yeah, I guess Gary Busey had like come up with this whole backstory and wrote this monologue like overnight and pitched it.
I loved it. I thought it was the best part of the movie.
Came up with.
I know. But honestly, it's Gary Busey. That shit probably happened to him. So.
That's why he's like, and then I fucking choked this dog out after my dad forced me to fight it. Like, man, the Busey household was pretty fucked up.
Yeah, they were like, wow, that's a great short story. And he's like, short story.
Has Jake Busey ever said anything about his dad? Like, oh, he beat the shit out of me. Or they're like, I've never heard Jake Busey say anything about Gary Busey. So like,
not like that, certainly.
No.
Gary Busey just having to murder dogs as a child. I mean, that's
I think most celebrities, how much are they ever really in their kids' lives?
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I will say Rutger Hauer's great in this movie, but
my God, he's great in everything. Are you kidding? He could be eating a sandwich and it's like magic.
Yeah, well.
No, I mean, for me at least. Everybody's different. I am a huge, huge mark for Rutger Hauer. I even love the fact that like his voice changes as you realize what his character really is. Because at first he just seems almost kind of like this sort of nerdy guy with a goatee that's like, oh, we like to hunt, And then it's like by the end of it, he's got full on crazy Rutger Hauer voice. Like, it's so good. Yeah.
We like to hunt our food and we play with it. It's like,
why is that sexy?
Why are you talking to us like that, Rutger Hauer? You're nasty.
Here's something that occurred in the movie that made me ponder the entire runtime, which is Ice-T steps out in front of a bus and he's going to die, right? And then Charles Dutton saves his life, right?
Mm.
Okay, so now what they do with him is fucked up, but like, wasn't he going to be dead anyway?
That's not a bad question.
Could there be like a wrinkle to the most dangerous game where you're just hunting people who are going to be suicide victims? Am I thinking too much about this, guys?
I mean, I think it could be an interesting spin to it, where it's like you like, and in the whole story is finding something to live for.
Yeah, or exactly. Yeah, I mean, you would have to obviously put a narrative to it. It's not just an everybody wins situation where rich people finally get to hunt fucking people, and these people get a death with dignity or something. I don't know.
Well, to quote a horrible Kiss song, everybody needs a reason to live. Does anybody get that reference? Probably not.
No.
One person will be listening to this and they're like, Heather Drain, that album was terrible.
Kiss.
And I'm gonna be like, yes, it was.
Noted Kiss fan, Heather Drain. I like Kiss. Gene Simmons was in a Rutger Hauer movie earlier this month.
Oh, a very good Rutger Hauer.
Was that Wanted Dead or Alive?
Yeah, it was.
That's a great movie. All three main Gene Simmons movies are really good. Some are legit good. One is bonkers and cheesy, but it's...
Trick or Treat is my favorite Gene Simmons film.
Oh, see, I don't count that because he's only in it for a little bit.
But he is a huge impact for the rest of that flick.
Oh, come on. Him and Ozzy. Come on. Mm-hmm. Ozzy being like... as a anti-rock and roll man of God.
I love that movie.
I love Rock's Chosen and Sammy Kerr. And that Fastway soundtrack kicks ass.
And Skippy from Family Ties, his best friend, is screenwriter Glenn Morgan, weirdly. Of Glenn Morgan and James Wong from X-Files.
Oh, shit. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
Speaking of music, though, we do have a very noted person from the rock world doing the soundtrack for Surviving.
Yes. Yeah. Stuart Copeland of The Police.
Good soundtrack, too.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
really.
yeah. I mean, he's done a bunch of stuff. He did Wall Street.
He did Rumblefish.
Which is fucking just one of the best soundtracks of all time.
Agreed. Yeah.
And I like what he did here. It's like, it's very symphonic in places, and like David Lean, sort of Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah.
And then like sort of rhythmic, and I don't know. I was knocked out by the score, actually.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it might be that I watched the movie with headphones on, which I never do. So I was like really knocked out by the sound design in this movie.
There's also a lot of running and a lot of, I'm not saying things not going on, but there's a lot of shots of Ice-T running around. So the focus is the music as well. Because there's not like things constantly happening, because there's plenty of shots of Ice-T running around in the woods.
True, but the way this film is really tight, because I sometimes have a problem like when a movie's pinned on sort of like the hunter and the prey, because if it's just like a feature-length long chase scene, that could get dull really quick. And I feel like this film doesn't really, ever really get too boring or kind of wear out its time. Also, something that just occurred to me about the whole suicide thing is, and this is just, because honestly, it could be a flaw. I agree. And I wondered that too. But there is a difference between taking your own life that's on your terms.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Look, I would never advocate this thing.
No. But no, that just occurred to me where I'm like, I could see where he'd be like, if I'm going out, it's not going to be because of these guys, these.
Absolutely.
Also, God, how did they get John C. McGinley is so good in this. I'm saying that like I'm shocked. I'm not, because I love him, but it was so cool to see him like in this film. I wasn't expecting him. I mean,
and he inhabited that character, right?
Oh my God. The wheeze,
that was
right
not John. That ain't John C. McGinley from anything else I've seen him in. That was a bold performance there. And it paid off. I loved his character by the end.
Apparently, you guys haven't seen a little film called On Deadly Ground, featuring Steven Seagal from the same year, where he's essentially playing the same character, but without the like redemptive thing at the end. But it's essentially like that same like unhinged. So, I mean, like, I don't consider John C. McGinley to be that kind of actor, but yet in 1994,
this performance is more subtle than his performance. Than On Deadly Ground.
It's
right?
more new. It's much more nuanced.
Yes.
Like, it's a better.
His little explosions are understandable in this movie, whereas he is a cackling, mustache twirling dude in the other one.
Oh yeah, but still like kind of that same like asshole villain. This one, it's I don't know. Like I don't know what the point. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know what the point of having his character be the way that he is in this movie, because it doesn't. I don't know. I was trying to figure out what the narrative, how the narrative is suited by having two characters that are like kind of somewhat sympathetic just get murdered.
Yeah, that was a bold choice.
Yeah, it's a yes.
I was convinced William McNamara would make it to the end, that he and Ice-T would come out of that forest together. And when he fell off the dog, I was like, oh, okay, good. All right. It's this movie now. Okay.
Yeah.
I did love the way he said, "Fuck you, Dad."
Me too, when he's crawling on the log.
I love the way he just turned out, "Fuck you, Dad." Like, oh, that was his best moment. I feel like that had legit just heat to it.
I mean, if your dad was F. Murray Abraham acting like an asshole, wouldn't you say the same thing?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
We didn't get that character story. We didn't get Senior's story, and I was sort of upset that we did not.
Oh, what do you need? It's from that Night Gallery episode.
No.
It's just like that Night Gallery episode. Is it not?
No, but that's me supplying the fucking story. Gary Busey fought a bulldog.
He murdered a bulldog.
Prince Stout.
Yes,
what was his name? Prince Henry Stout.
Yeah, he fought that dog with his bare fucking hands and murdered it.
I'm going barehanded.
I was expecting Gary Busey to get his neck broken.
Yeah, should have, right?
I was expecting Gary Busey to stick around longer.
Me too. Another good choice.
Yeah, like
realistically, they should have swapped him and F. Murray Abraham. Like Abraham really should have been the one to, because he was really the weakest link, I think, of all of them, other than the kid. But the kid's got to live longer because he's not an asshole.
Do you think they could have also given F. Murray Abraham the bulldog story, and we would have bought it as well?
No, Gary Busey's got the eyes of a man who has killed a dog. Like, we
all believe that story. We know.
Yeah.
I mean,
and don't get F. Murray Abraham's a good actor, but it wouldn't have the same gravitas, I think. No, John C. McGinley could do that too. I think he could. He's got.
I would have liked to see his version of it, actually.
Yeah.
I don't like F. Murray Abraham is oddly the weakest link of anybody in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's weird. And I'm chalking it up to the lack of characterization on it.
For him and only him.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I mean, they try a little bit once his once his son dies, because then he's kind of mad with grief. And Rutger Hauer's clearly like, he knows he's the alpha, and he's kind of still orchestrating and controlling and trying to manipulate him. And then F. Murray Abraham does this weird tongue thing where he's like, okay, but after Mason, tongue, you and me, we're gonna
settle up.
Yeah, we're gonna settle up. And
we're gonna lock lips.
Yeah.
I like that scene. It was good.
It was good. Now it was the best scene. With
everyone who goes up against Rutger Hauer, their game comes up immediately. I've noticed
because he's the Rutger Hauer.
I mean, he's an intimidating motherfucker.
He's the man.
I don't love him in everything, but like when he's on, he's really, really on, man.
And he's intimidating in this, I feel, right?
Completely, yeah. I believe he could do everything that character was doing in this film.
Right.
Yeah.
John C. McGinley.
Including all the passports and costumes.
You won't shoot me in the back. You're right.
Good, man.
That was great. What a bastard.
And I love how joyful Charles Dutton was in this film.
Oh my God.
Like genuine enjoyment and excitement, which is not something we're used to from him as an actor at all. He's always very serious and angry. So it was nice to see him sort of, even at the end when they blow his legs off and he's giggling.
Yeah, because he's in shock. It's so good.
I know, good. But he could have done anything in shock, and he was like, I'm going to laugh about this.
Oh, my God. I was so happy to see him, because I think I've always felt like he's really underrated. I always like seeing Charles S. Dutton in anything just pop up. It's like, oh, man, there he is. And I used to watch Rock as a kid. Like,
best part of Alien 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Charles... he's awesome. And yeah, the fact that he ends up being like, because at first you buy him as being this nice Samaritan who's just trying to help out the homeless, and then you find out like the most darkest twist of all, which is basically poaching ideal homeless people to be hunted as game for the 1% of the world.
What's funny is when Ice-T's character passes him. He's at a soup kitchen line, and Charles Dutton follows him way too long. Mm-hmm. And I actually wrote down in my notebook, Charles Dutton is the most committed soup kitchen director of all time. And I was like, this is kind of stupid. I mean, do they really go in this far with this? And then when he was turned out to be bad, I was like, oh, yeah.
He really is motivated to care for the homeless of Seattle.
Yeah, he wants to motivate them, certainly.
I did think at one point, I'm like, I'm pretty sure there were still people in that line, dude. Like, you might want
I know, right? No food for anyone else.
Gotta go get iced tea.
And so I guess they're always finding people that they think could like fight back.
Yeah, right.
Is that what it is?
They want good prey. They don't want just a guy running away from them because they'll get him in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Does that make it nobler in their minds? Like, I've never understood that. Like, you're still killing someone.
No, it's not nobler. It's just better sport, right? Like, it's more of a trip out there.
I guess. I don't know. I've never hunted a human, and I've never really had the interest.
Well, let me tell you.
Let me tell you something about hunting people.
Father Malone needs a big old cigar.
Yeah.
Listen here, kid.
Twirl his fucking mustache out there.
There was this one time we were in Okinawa.
Right. Yeah. Jeff Corey. Yeah. What's up with that?
Right. Oh my God. Jeff, I was kind of shocked they let that character die of natural causes. Like I thought they would have murdered him or something. Like there's so much like predator prey stuff in the early parts of this movie, just including, I want to get back to Jeff Corey. You just reminded me, or I reminded myself, when Ice-T goes to interview with Rutger Hauer, right? He sits down and he's next to a stuffed leopard. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, that's kind of obvious symbolism, right? But when they cut to the reverse of Rutger Hauer, he's sitting next to this statue that is like this guy, like looking like crazy. And there's all these things spinning above his head. And it's like the most lunatic thing I've ever seen. And I was like, good for you, Ernest Dickerson. Good for you. You set the whole movie up right here in this scene. But Jeff Corey's great.
I think Ernest Dickerson's direction is pretty good too.
There's some shots. There's one shot where Rutger Hauer's character is holding like butterfly specimen in a glass.
Yes,
and, like he looks
Dutton.
Yes, that shot is amazing.
I wrote that down too. I was like, "Wow, good for you, man." Jeez.
I actually really think I also like the way the end of the film is shot with them in the alleyway together. I think it's super cheese ball. But I think the way that it's shot makes it work maybe better than it would have.
I think if Rutger Hauer weren't wearing that stupid beanie hat, he's going to escape town in the most conspicuous look at me outfit of all time. Why is he even dressing as anybody?
I don't understand. Like, what I don't understand is, are we led to believe that like Ice-T's character went to the cops and was like, let me tell you, I was kidnapped and taken into the wood. Like, why? I didn't understand why Rutger.
There's the possibility, right?
Right,
so
but Rutger, but they're not going to believe him, though. No. Like, that's the thing. Like, I didn't understand why. I didn't understand. Well, I thought the climax of the movie, like the final scene of the movie, was funny. I felt like it coming back to Seattle was like completely unnecessary.
Oh yeah. I mean, they wanted to do like now he's hunting him on his turf.
But there's like one scene.
Yeah. And there was no real hunting at all. It was just in an alleyway and, a lot of spooky sounds. But I agree with you, Chris. You think it was beautifully shot.
Yeah.
I think the climax in the alley is better shot than the climax in the forest, which for some scenes I was like, what is going on here?
Okay, yeah, particularly the fight with F. Murray Abraham and
murky as fuck.
It was so dark that it actually, and I know Chris will appreciate this, it reminded me of a fight scene in Against the Darkness.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet, though.
Oh, I'm sorry in advance. But
that good, huh?
There's a scene where it's just like it's like floating Seagal head in black, and there's a vague fighting, like because everything is so dark. Of course, in that instance, they don't want you to realize that Steven Seagal has changed it physically, which honestly, it's fine. I wish just own up being a bigger dude. Just be like, yeah, I'm fucking fat, and I'll still fuck you up. Like if he had that approach. That would be fucking awesome. Seriously, he'd be eating a donut and whooping some guy's ass at the same time. Would you watch that? I would.
Yeah, I would.
I'm led to believe that the transfer of this movie that we're seeing is the murky part of the problem with the climax, because Ernest Dickerson is just too good a cinematographer, and the rest of the sort of night stuff looks great.
Yeah.
Even I think he snuck some day for night shit in there too, which is hard to do and not call itself out. So I would like to see a better version of it at some point,
Yeah. Is this on Blu-ray? It would be nice to see like a nice Blu-ray release of this if it's because I
had trouble finding them.
Well, it's just one of those movies that is seemingly kind of lost to the lack of physical media.
Yeah. There's no real demand for Surviving the Game, which is kind of a drag, actually.
This is actually a total side note, but I found out that Ernest Dickerson lensed the music video for EU's Debut, which makes sense because it's used in School Days. But are you guys familiar with this amazing song?
Oh, yeah. What, are you kidding me? Of course. I love School Days. I've seen it over and over and over again. Yeah.
I've listened to Debut over and over again.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, my God.
Sexy.
Doing
the backfield in motion.
Melissa's got a big old.
Yeah,
I would listen to y'all's version of the song. Does that count?
Actually, Father Malone and we are forming a musical unit,
and it's called Musical Unit.
It is.
Yeah, right.
It's called Father Malone's Musical Unit.
That's right.
Featuring Heather Drain.
Extended play.
The tagline is just "Suck my unit."
Oh my God! Could we be on be sponsored by a certain podcast, Kulturecast Productions?
Yeah, I want to be sponsored by Suck My Unit Productions.
Okay, we'll do that. And then Chris, you could cover Joe Pesci's rap.
Yeah, I would love nothing more.
That would be amazing.
I went and looked at the adaptations of The Most Dangerous Game. You could do like 4 or 5 months worth of films.
Oh, certainly.
It is so many.
I mean, dating back to the early 30s?
Yeah, 32. And even most recently is 2020, Tremors Shrieker Island. Apparently
they bring people to the island and they watch them get chased by tremors, and that's
the Tremors film with Michael Gross and John Heder.
The one I'm not going to see is what
Tremors 7, you mean?
Oh,
that's a hard
wow,
pass.
They got up there, huh?
That's a hard pass.
It was light entertainment. Why are there 7 of them?
They should just call it Tremors Hard Pass Island.
Tremors, why are you still here? Tremors, who wanted this again? There's a lot. Turkey Shoot, the Pest, apparently.
I'm trying to remember. Jess Franco.
Oh, The Pest with John Leguizamo, right? Yeah, that's the same story.
My stepdad had a joke about that movie and myself as a teenager. I think I've told that story though, so never mind.
I don't remember.
I mean, you guys, haven't I told you?
I don't remember.
When that movie was in the theater, I was with my parents and we drove by a little movie billboard at the local multiplex, and my stepfather goes, "Hey Heather, it looks like they made a movie about you."
Wow.
And I got excited. I didn't know what he was talking about because there's like multiple movies. I was like, "Oh really? What?" And he goes, "The Pest." And I was like, "Sure." But I've reminded him of this recently. He has no memory of it, of course.
Of course, that's the way it works.
That's how it works with family.
You know that scarring thing you did to me? No.
Weird. Convenient.
Yes.
Mighty convenient.
I'm trying to remember. Jess Franco did a variation of The Most Dangerous Game. I'm trying to remember the name of that movie. Of course, he also did like 200 other movies.
Yeah, right. So good luck.
I know Alice Arno was in it, but the title. But yes, to your point, Chris, yeah, it's
innumerable.
I liked that in this flick, it took until the waterfall sequence, which is fairly far into the film, before Charles Dutton figures out that he might have to kill John McGinley. I might have to put a bullet in his ass. Like, yeah, you just figured that out, huh? Not on the plane ride? Not when he was staring at Ice-T, like a fucking lunatic. No. And, did anyone notice the replicant eyes at one point?
Yes. What was that all about?
When we finally get like him at his purest character, suddenly like Ernest Dickerson sneaks the replicant eyes in.
He was like looking at a fire, right? Is that what it was? Yeah.
I think maybe a sunset. Yeah, something like that.
I was like, that's intentional.
Oh, 100%, because it like goes out of focus and then back into it. Like, he turns his head and then comes back and they're still lit like a replicant.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, man, don't make me think of Blade Runner.
One thing I really loved about this film I thought was really refreshing was the depiction of the homeless community early on, is that because I feel like it's so easy for people to go stereotypical, where it's like, yeah, we have like so many stereotypes in our society about the homeless. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I've heard people say like, oh, well, some of them just choose that, which is fucking offensive and so wrongheaded. Or it's like, oh, well, they're just a bunch of addicts and alcoholics. And it's like, well, yeah, it's a disease. And also, if you're living on the street, maybe you'd be coping in various ways too. But the fact that you see like, a mix where it's like, yeah, his friend Hank is this, old like World War II or Korean veteran. You see a
war hero.
We love our veterans, Heather.
Do we? I mean,
no, we don't.
We
that's the problem.
But I don't think the country does.
No, we as the populace, I think, would like to, but I think people don't. Yeah.
But
but they shouldn't be hunted.
No, well, no, we're not. Chris and I aren't saying they should be hunted.
They should be turned into Soylent Green, right?
Give me some.
Anyways, to my point, it's like you see like an actual pretty diverse mix of people, which is sad, but that's the reality of poverty in America.
Well, I was really smart to put it in Seattle too. Even like I've been to Seattle, like it's a town with a lot of homeless people, for good and for bad. Like same with Portland. I think it was kind of smart to set it in Seattle, like good or bad, I guess. I don't know how to I don't think it's a good or bad thing, but like it's very smart to set it somewhere where it's like there are a lot of homeless people. They're just matter of fact, and
they hunt in these alpine regions, so they're like right there. Yeah,
right. I think that was probably more of the important thing. It's like, well, we get to get the Pacific Northwest imagery really like pumping through the movie, which you could pick worse places to shoot than the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
but you could have set this movie in anywhere, any Midwestern town, like in Tennessee or something like that, where there's like mountainous areas, like same difference. I don't think it being set in Seattle does much other than like make the homeless thing obviously a little bit more like it's almost even on the nose, kind of, if you really think about it.
Shouldn't they be hunting them in the city?
That's what I was kind of wondering.
Right.
It's an awful lot. Like, is it not more impressive if they hunt them in the city?
Fuck yeah, it is. How would you get away with it? Like, there's so many opportunities for somebody to get away in a city, and you would have the police after you if you were doing that.
Well, but they want the relaxing experience of the outdoors too.
Right.
But what if one of them was the police commissioner? Like,
well, we already kind of have a little bit of the corrupt police in the beginning with that cop that harasses Ice-T
I think that was a security
and
guard.
Hank. Well, still, authority figure.
Yeah, well, Gary Busey is a fucking psychiatrist for the CIA, so.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I don't understand. It's
Ooh,
like if I were writing this story, this adapting the story, I would have set it in the city, and I would have had it be like one of the people is the police commissioner, and you have that scene where like he's brought in and he's like, these are the guys doing it, and it's like, yeah, but like, and that's when you reveal that like the police chief or whoever is in on it. And it's like, we're dealing with the homeless problem our own way. And it's like, we're hunting them, and like, this is a movie already, isn't it? If not, it's an episode of It's Always Sunny.
It really should be.
I know it's an episode of Always Sunny because they talk about like hunting the homeless in that show at one point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's also something that comes up in an episode of Forever Night. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show.
Oh, yes.
I'm a huge fan.
He can only testify in night court.
Is sorry, I had to do night court.
I remember when it was Nick Night.
With Rick Springfield.
With Rick Springfield, yeah.
I actually watched that when it debuted as a TV movie because my mother was in love with Rick Springfield.
I just saw Nick Night. I'm watching that. What is this bullshit? And I was like, this was pretty good.
And Forever Night's even better.
Is Forever Night like Werewolf TV show Werewolf?
Kind of, but better, much better.
Well, boy,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Werewolf as a kid. I haven't seen it since I was little.
Yeah, it's not.
That's a terrible show.
Is it really?
It's Chuck Connors is in it for like 2 episodes, ostensibly. It's yeah. Well, then it's a lot of like body doubles. He's in the first season, and then past that, it's like body doubles. Yeah, Jess and I did an entire show. We have an entire 1-season show where we talk about every episode of that show.
Holy shit! I'm checking that out.
I don't. Sure, go right ahead.
No, I mean, let's
by all means.
I love you guys.
And then you can listen to the episodes we did on The Prisoner, an equally not great show.
Oh, I disagree with you there.
I thought you were the one.
I like The Prisoner. I
like the style of the show, but I think the show itself is not great.
I love this.
There are a couple episodes that I fucking swear by. Schizoid Man is a great fucking episode where they train him to not think he is who he is.
That's fair.
You're left number 6. That's a great episode.
I think you just doing that intonation was great. That was awesome.
I don't know. The way that show ends is pretty great.
Oh, it was fantastic. Fallout is so good. I love that show.
Forever Night is awesome, Chris. I do highly recommend it. And honestly, I think Joss Whedon borrowed a lot of concepts from it. And not as well. I don't think Angel was as good as Forever Night. Personal opinion. Angel has moments.
Joss Whedon's kind of a piece of shit. So
he's a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't have total pieces of shit have talent? I mean,
that's fair. That's fair,
right?
That's fair.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure Joss Whedon has talent either.
He's a lot more hit or miss than his fans would admit.
Oh yeah,
because he's done some good shit, and I'll agree. But then people are like, "Oh my god, everything," and I'm like, let's not go crazy, okay? Let's not go.
I liked that Avengers movie, that first one. That's the only Joss Whedon thing I've ever enjoyed.
All right.
I hate all of his shit. Sorry.
I'm not sure what else there is to like, but I've never seen an episode of Buffy.
Nope. Oh, I may not watch it. I tried to watch it.
No, I've never seen an episode. And Firefly is just okay.
Is it even okay?
I could not get into it. I made it halfway through the first episode.
How about Dr. Horrible and his sing-along blog? Wasn't that genius?
Repo the Genetic Opera was better than that.
I actually like Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. There's 1 or 2 songs that are okay. I haven't seen it. And you know what? If I probably watched it now, I would probably find it immensely smug, pretentious, and offensive.
That's how I thought of
it. And Bill Moseley's not in it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Or Nivek Ogre from Skinny Puppy. Or
Paul Sorvino.
I love Paul Sorvino.
That's fucking part of that movie.
Oh, the Sorvino. But
God.
But there's a Forever Night episode where there is somebody preying on the local homeless population. And you find out that like Nick is, tries to kind of look out for this little camp of, especially like runaways. Like he's trying to look out for them, which is nice. I mean, that's the other thing too, is there's a lot of homeless youth out there. I don't know. I just personally, I won't like try and preach, but I always get so offended when people just talk about like so disparagingly of people that are homeless in this country. And especially because a lot of them, some of them are runaways. And it's like, well, why isn't the police helping them?
Because the police commissioner's on the take. He's one of the hunters.
I'm telling you that. Honestly, like, okay, so that's what I don't really get about this movie. The biggest failing of this movie is setting it outdoors. Then it becomes just like any other action movie. It doesn't even matter what they're doing, because Seagal in On Deadly Ground, not to beat this old fucking horse to death again, if you take the end and beginning of that movie out and just have the woods part like this movie does, same thing. Bunch of dudes in the woods chasing after somebody. There's nothing the deadliest game, most dangerous game about it. It just becomes a generic 90s action. Shot really well, but like...
Right. Any guy on the run from any group is part of the most dangerous game all of a sudden, right? James Bond is part of the most dangerous game if he's in Spectre's headquarters.
Right. So like in my mind, if you're trying to do something interesting and different with this premise, set it in the city and have it, then you have the stakes there.
But that doesn't take away from this movie. I think they did well with their environs.
I just think it would have been more interesting if you're in Seattle, set it in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you ultimately, but I liked this movie for what it was. Like everything that this movie sort of was advertised as, like, kind of put me off at the time. Like, oh, it's another fucking wilderness movie, and it's the most dangerous game again. Like, as much as I like all these people, am I going to waste my time and watch it again? And that was a bet.
Well, and that, I mean, again, when you have the character actors in this movie that you do, I think that's what elevates it more than almost anything else. Because, you know, I don't know how many people were going to see movies because of Ernest Dickerson directing them, but people were going to the movie because Rutger Hauer and Ice-T were in it.
To say the poster art could have been a lot better.
Oh yeah, the poster for this movie
it's not good. And I mean, think of it, because that's one of the reasons I think I never attracted to me when I was like at video store, is like you just see it just looked like a generic action film, kind of speaking to what you guys are talking about. It's like, I think it was seemed to be promoted that way, which was a mistake, because it's like, no, this is a good film. It's very well made, and you know, it has a lot more to offer than that. I mean, there's some good, like, kind of little class warfare going on with this film, which is very nice to see. And yeah,
it made me like Ice-T by the end. Like, he was very unappealing at the start of this film, and I was with him by the end.
That poor dog, though. I was with him at the beginning because, like, I don't know, he lost his dog, and that just, anybody listening to this, as much as I know trigger warnings, if seeing animals get hurt, this is not your film, even though obviously nothing was hurt for real, but yeah.
I'd also like to point out that I used to smoke Dunhill cigarettes, and if you went over a waterfall, you would no longer have Dunhill cigarettes. Okay? Oh, still dry, he says. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Maybe if you put them in an orifice.
Did he pull it out of an orifice?
No, I don't think he did.
Ice-T's got it in his prison wallet. Got him cigarettes. I wouldn't smoke those.
I have an Ice-T story.
Ooh.
Do tell.
In the early part of the teen years here, I worked at a year-round haunted attraction, and Ice-T and Coco came one evening, and I was playing the shower killer at that time.
Yes.
So I was in a leather mask and a giant apron and gloves with a big weapon, and I was murdering a victim, and then I went out and scared them again. And Ice-T and Coco were I could hear them screaming and screaming and screaming. And when they got to me, he turned and didn't realize I was there. And he yelled, "Oh!" And then he ran away. And I went, "Oh, that should go on my tombstone."
Oh my God.
This big motherfucker, Ice-T.
Is Ice-T a small dude?
He was shorter than me. And I wore boots at the time. So
that's surprising.
I was much taller than I am.
Interesting. Huh. How tall do you think Father Malone is, Heather?
This is weird. I don't know.
Come on.
It's weird. It's weird, but like, I don't think it's weird because like I've met Father Malone in person, so I know how tall he is in relation to me. But how tall do you think Father Malone is?
6'1", 6'3"?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah. I'm so jealous.
How tall do you think I
am? 5'10"?
Like 6 foot.
Oh wow.
You're close. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. No. How tall do you guys think I am?
5'11".
Oh shit. I wish.
Are you okay? Hold on. Are you like 5'2"?
No. Oh hell no.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
No.
5'11". I wish.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. But no, I'm a big old Amazon. Like I'm 5'9". I reached full height in like 7th grade. So I've always been like way bigger and like brick houseier than like all the other girls.
I will
like
fuck you up.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I'm part of the
Jesus.
The Bertha Butt Boogie.
Do what now?
Chris, you've heard of the Bertha Butt Boogie? Didn't we talk about this?
Missed out on this one.
Oh shit. Okay, Father Malone, you know what I'm talking about. Jimmy Castor Bunch, the Bertha Butt Boogie?
No.
What? Oh shit, guys. Okay.
I know I'm deficient in most areas.
No, that's bullshit. That's utterly bullshit. Holy.
Got him? Yourself? Being the person you got? Damn, dude. Get that
Deficient my ass. You have a Clockwork Orange prop behind you.
Get that golden shovel out and bury yourself, brother.
And plus Chris
Look,
has Clark Gable.
I don't mean in objects and stuff. I just mean in, as a human.
No, whatever. Whatever. You think our fine host here, Chris would not waste his time.
That's true.
He might find me amusing.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think Father Malone's losing it.
or I'm more sane than I've ever been. Me and Gary.
Oh Jesus.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna kill this dog with my bare fucking
and
hand.
Little Lord Fauntleroy, whatever the fuck that dog was named.
Flossy,
by the way, this
Flossy
movie
Buggers actually was the dog's name.
This movie should have been called
Flossy
Shotgun
Buggers.
Lumberjack.
But there's no lumberjacks in this entire movie.
There is, because Ice-T chops down a tree with a fucking automatic pump shotgun.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's a shotgun lumberjack.
Yeah.
One thing, I don't know if you guys, if you notice this, I really appreciate this, is I feel like in the hands of a lesser director that there would have been, like, say, if Quentin Tarantino had directed this, there would have been a lot of the N-word. Like, they would have amped up the race thing automatically. And I like
glad there wasn't any of that.
Same.
Yeah,
no, same. I was like, because I feel like that would have just made it a lesser movie.
The race of Ice-T's character is almost unimportant, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly is to those guys. They're just like, you're a homeless piece of shit. That's
Yeah, which is just
I don't
like,
care what race you are.
Good God. It's just like unrepentant.
Yeah.
Like, he's lesser than us because he's homeless. Like, yes, thanks, guys. Like,
you should probably tell your son before you take him on a trip to hunt human prey that
Seriously.
you're going on a trip to hunt human prey. That would be wise.
I felt so bad for his son.
What would anyone do in that situation?
Yeah.
Like, Dad? Like, huh?
I mean, the level of fucked upness where you not only you realize you're surrounded by sociopaths, but your father is one of them.
I mean, you kill them all in their sleep. That's what you do.
Yeah.
No, you kill them all in their sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would do. It's like, okay, well, we've all got guns, and you guys have to go to sleep at some point. Like, it would be a real shame if nobody but me was awake in the morning.
Something.
I mean, they've already established that they're going to murder them anyways.
They're not going to murder the son.
No, but they're already established that they're going to murder someone. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, like,
they're fair game too, right? Because that's part of the game, right? They might get killed themselves,
right? Surviving the game. I also think the title of the movie is not great.
Terrible.
Yeah.
The title probably didn't help.
Well, and like you said, Heather, we kind of talked about it on I think it was maybe the last episode, the episode before it. Like, the 90s VHS game is not talked about enough. But if I had seen this in the 90s at Blockbuster, I would not have rented it. Like, it does not do anything to draw my eye. You have Gary Busey with an AK-47, Rutger Hauer's face like this, and then Ice-T in motion. Can't even tell that it's him.
It's lazy. It's just lazy. It's typical kind of like just pastiche photo laziness. There's no art to it.
They failed to get me into the theater or by videotape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it's not like backlit ombre colors like they did after the 40-Year-Old Virgin for like a decade.
Oh my God, I know, enough.
Or the other one where it's like back with the character looking back over their shoulder or something like, oh my God.
I wish if I was like a totalitarian leader, I would have a rule where it's like artists have to make poster art and cover art, like actual, because like you look at the 70s and even like no budget like porno had, some of them had beautiful posters, absolutely exquisite posters. Like, I think was it The Clam Digger's Daughter? That's more sexploitation. But think about it, something called The Clam Digger's Daughter had better cover art than this.
I think there should be a new segment. What I would do if I were a totalitarian leader.
Would just turn the title of every movie into The Clam Digger's Daughter.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying the movie should be The Clam Digger's Daughter, Chris. I just
like the name Clam Digger's Daughter.
No, you know what? It was The Headmistress. That's the poster I'm thinking of. But there is a film called The Clam Digger's Daughter. And I bet dollars to donuts, that cover art was better than the men for Surviving the Game.
Well, remember when it wasn't a big deal that Drew Struzan was doing posters?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
One after another. Like, no one was paying attention how fucking genius they were.
No, and then it was like, oh, he's doing the poster for Ready Player One. Who cares?
Who cares at this point now?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%, Heather. Like even the most like low budget and like Cockfighter, speaking of a movie where actual animals die, that has a great poster. There's a low budget adaptation of a Charles Willeford book. Like,
yeah.
But it's better album artwork, better poster box art than this movie ever had.
Yeah. Spookies. The cover art for that Spookies VHS is gorgeous. And that was that guy, I'm trying to remember his name. He was a noted illustrator too. So yeah, just lazy. The 90s and I mean now it's not really any better. Just come on, people.
Well,
I agree.
I don't get it. And you know, again, it's not like you don't have people you couldn't showcase on your poster. Holy shit. I mean, Rutger Hauer, Ice-T, Gary Busey, they should be front and center on the poster, not like tiny little pictures of them.
Yeah.
It should be a considered poster and not somebody who slapped it together, who's in the bowels of New Line Cinema and just wants a chance for somebody to read his screenplay.
It feels like a New Line Cinema movie, though. I'll tell you that much.
It sure does.
Right. Something about the 90s in New Line Cinema movies. Like when you see that New Line thing, it's like, yep.
House that Freddy built.
Yeah, boy. House that Freddy built and then just left the lights on.
Do you know how they had that logo that was like a silver ball with like indentations, like slashes? Was that New Line? What am I thinking?
No.
It
was not New Line.
What was
New
it?
Line was like a freak out.
Yeah,
first,
but what company?
Red and black.
But what company had the
silver ball with 3 scratches in it?
No, it was more than 3 scratches. There was multiple scratches. Never mind. My apologies.
I'm wondering now.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, are you talking about Phantasm?
No, I love Phantasm though.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
I actually had a story that connects, but it doesn't connect now, and I'm very sad. And if I had more shame, I would be embarrassed.
But say that's the best
around us.
I honestly, you know what? I will tell you, the New Line Cinema logo, I think, is like my favorite film logo.
You're talking about the actual logo itself,
the box with with where it's like the deconstructed like cinema reel.
Yeah, that's
I saw it so much as a kid because I used to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze all the time.
With David Warner.
Yes. Oh my God, David Warner. God, fuck, man, I forgot about that.
I didn't. I've left him like since I was a little kid. I actually watched that movie at a girl's house that I wasn't very close with, just because I knew David Warner was in it.
Toss a mannequin at that man.
Toss it at everyone in honor of him.
Yeah.
When we're done, I'm going to go upstairs and throw a mannequin at Amber.
Right at her face.
I mean, realistically, you were going to do that anyway.
Right. True. Enjoy the mannequin.
Yes. Have you guys ever like covered waxwork?
I haven't.
Dun dun dun.
We should do it sometime. It's awesome.
I love that movie.
And it was that's
a really subversive movie for one particular sequence.
And was that was the seed of my David Warner love as a pre-teenage Heather. So
there you go. He's quite suave in that.
Oh, he's very suave.
I love David Warner from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. And that was like it. That's where it started. Because I mean, I saw him as a kid. It's fucking weird, but
my first memory of him is Jack the Ripper in Time After Time.
Yes.
Malcolm McDowell as H.G. Wells chasing him to present day, which is now 50 years ago, San Francisco.
Never seen that movie either. That's another movie that's on my list of things to watch.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Nicholas Meyer, who did Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
The best of the Star Trek movies.
Exactly.
God,
is it the best?
Me.
Which one? Khan?
100%.
Wait.
That's the best.
Wait, Khan traumatized you, Heather? Is it the earworm thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. No, I saw that at way too young of an age because my mother's a Trekkie. As you guys know, because you saw the picture of me as a little me with a Spock shirt.
Hell yeah.
And I love Chekhov too. Like he was my favorite when I was real little. And the earworm thing, it was too much for me. I was like, can we go back and watch like something else?
I remember that too as a kid. Like I used to watch TOS with my grandparents. And then when we watched those movies, I was like, oh, the thing with it's way too much. Like, I don't know.
It's intense.
I could go on a whole diatribe about the movies I watched as a kid. That I saw Predator at like age 5 or 6. It was like
the thing in Star Trek 2 with Chekhov is it's not bad enough that they've now taken this thing and lovingly close up show it crawling into his ear canal.
God.
What's worse for me is what they remove the parasite from, which is some beast in the sand. And this is like one of its larvae that they rip off of its back. Like that entire thing freaked me out.
Yeah, the whole thing is just
it's so bad. Yeah. I saw that movie in the theater when I was 9.
Oh,
I love that movie. I love The Search for Spock as well.
I do too.
No, it's good.
It's a shoe leather film just to get you to 4, but
Chris Lloyd, I mean, come on.
Oh, well, he's great.
Yeah.
And John Larroquette right there beside him.
Right. What's 4? Is 4 the whales?
Yes. They go to San Francisco.
Is that not the best one? I thought everybody thought that was the best one. Or is
it's good.
Is it 2 and 4? Is it 2 and 4? Those are the good ones?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's sort of the lighter side and sort of darker side of Trek right there. Like,
Yeah.
The hopeful part of it and the sort of not so hopeful part of it.
Is the next one? Which is Genesis is which one? Search for Spock?
They're on the Genesis planet, but the device is from part 2. That's the whole MacGuffin.
Okay. Where is the thing where the guy goes, yes? Is that 3? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, that is is 3. That is 3. Yes.
Proto fucking what the fuck are those characters from TNG called?
And the Ferengi.
He's like a proto Ferengi character.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
that shit's seared in my mind.
Uh-huh.
But that wasn't New Line. We're so far away.
Remember Surviving the Game?
It's a New Line. It's a New Line. It's a New Line movie.
It's
New
really
Line made
good.
Lord of the Rings. Isn't that fun?
They sure did.
I really love New Line. Like it's kind of a shame now that I guess they don't. Do they not exist
Not
anymore?
really. I don't even know where they are now. Like,
I mean, don't you though? You want to take a guess as to where they are?
Where? Universal?
We're with Warner Brothers, man. They're owned by Discovery now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Farewell.
Hey,
New
Bob.
Line Cinema. We loved you. We loved Bob Shea.
Bob
and his
Shea,
sister
baby.
Lynn.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, God, I love her.
Yeah.
Me too. She's fucking great.
Nightmare on
Worth her
Elm
weight in
Street.
gold.
Yeah. Lynn Shay, who gets her own horror series randomly.
About fucking time as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, New Line Cinema, like some of the best movies that I can think of are New Line Cinema, like Lord of the Rings, like the best trilogy. Sorry, Star Wars. Like New Line
You mean
Cinema.
it was planned out and thoughtful and, their characters and stuff?
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One man's his entire life's work.
Yeah, well, there is more Lord of the Rings coming out, so I don't know. You may have to walk all of that back. But
Oh, no. Those original trilogy will still be there. They're still great.
Thank God.
You didn't fuck it up with The Hobbit. I still like those first 3 movies.
I don't mind the first 2. That third one's not great.
I'm the opposite. I did not like the first 2. I like the third. There it is.
I haven't seen any of it, so I have no opinion.
Wait, any of the Lord of the Rings
Well,
movies?
no. I've seen The Lord of the Rings. I just didn't see The Hobbit.
Don't.
Yeah. I don't think you're missing anything.
Well, I mean, it just was like, how did we turn a tiny book into like these 3 long ass movies?
Boy, we all wondered that.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's because they were like this stuff, the Silmarillion stuff. That's why. But like, it's not. I was never asking like I want to know more. It's like just fucking. It's the dragon. It's the dragon, and it's the ring, and that's what it's about. It's Bilbo's like Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I was slightly tempted knowing Sylvester McCoy is in one of them.
Yeah, he's real good, actually.
And I love him.
Radagast, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sylvester McCoy's great. Are you kidding?
And I mean, honest to God, Martin Freeman as Bilbo is fucking amazing. Like
he's real good.
It's like it's almost a shame that he's in those Hobbit movies in a lot of ways because like he is the best. He's almost the best part of all of Lord of the Rings.
If they had used him in the original trilogy, he very easily could have been Frodo.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been the same character.
No, but it would have been as sort of emotional and thoughtful.
Yeah. Honestly, Heather, that might be the reason to watch The Hobbit. If you like Martin Freeman, like he's very good.
Very, very good.
He's like the best part of those movies. I mean, other than like, Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
And Richard Armitage is actually not bad.
Oh, no, he's great.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, those movies maybe
Okay,
aren't.
wait, now I love these movies. Go watch them, Heather.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Like, those movies are disappointing. Watch them.
There are a lot of CGI, though. I think that's probably my biggest problem.
Mine, too. Like, I loved the orcs in those first 3 films because they were there, and they were scary. And then it was just a bunch of pixels.
Yeah, CGI bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Can't replicate that. You can't replicate Ice-T's hair in CGI.
No, man. And who would want to? Who would try? Who would dare?
I don't know. Oh, man. Oof. I don't know what else there is to say about this movie. Anything? It's good, but there were a lot. There were a lot of 90s movies that were like this, though. There are a lot of old 90s action movies that kind of just exist. I don't know how else to put it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, this falls into a whole bunch of movies that were very much like this in the 1990s. It's just that it kind of got an unfair shuffle in the deck, maybe, because I think this is a cut above.
Yeah. And it doesn't have the 90s mainstays either. It doesn't have Seagal. Doesn't have Van Damme, doesn't have Stallone.
Listen, the movie could have been better if it wasn't Ice-T in the lead. Let's face it. He's not great.
I think the movie would have been worse, though, if it had one of those guys, though. It wouldn't have had the gravitas to
100%. I'm not saying replace him with those people.
Okay,
I'm just saying, he's surrounded by so much talent that,
I'm fine with Ice-T. And I mean, who would you want to play this character?
Right. Yeah, that's actually from the 90s, and they have to be unassuming action star.
Well, not even an action star, but
right. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like they can't even be an action star, really.
I'll pick somebody he had already worked with multiple times, Ernest Dickerson. I would have picked Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You threw the Esposito, who I love.
And that movie would be a classic that we would not be talking about, like no one's heard of.
That's fair. Yeah, and also the Breaking Bad rub, right? Like
Esposito should have been an A+ huge star, in my opinion. That guy is the bomb. I love him.
He was in Maximum Overdrive.
Fuck yeah, he was.
Man. Yeah. And he was in a really good music video with French singer Mylene Farmer for her song California. And that video was directed by Abel Ferrara.
Well.
And it's a great video.
Love Abel.
I know.
I mean, hey, there are some actors that, finally get the respect that they deserve after being in the industry for 30 years.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
The work was great then. It's still great. So, yeah.
That, you know what? That would be an interesting person in the lead.
I think so.
What about you, Heather? If you could replace Ice-T with someone.
Oh, God. I mean, I was fine with him, so my brain never went there. It's hard to beat Father Malone's answer, to be honest. I love me some Esposito, though. God, between him and Rutger Hauer, that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh my God, the scenes between them.
I mean, you know what? And not to like keep it in the same world, but like Wesley Snipes could have been interesting too.
Lawrence Fishburne could have been interesting,
right? If we're talking about like African American actors at the time, like.
But Snipes is huge and swole, though. I mean, like Ice-T's kind of a smaller guy, so him. And he gets his ass kicked enough.
Is Wesley Snipes jacked in 94 though? How far removed are we from Demolition Man? Because like Wesley?
That's that year.
Okay. Then yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's I don't know. It's
maybe a little less of like it's a little less because the whole premise of the movie is like are we being led to believe we don't believe that he could take them?
Ice-T?
Yeah, because like I think Ice-T could take them though. That's the problem. Like he could kick their asses without guns, right?
The scene with F. Murray Abraham, I was just like, this like 50-year-old man and 30-year-old Ice-T. Ice-T would be ripping
the least that he did was break his neck. That's all he did was break his neck. Like
God Almighty, half of these guys he would have taken apart.
And it looked
maybe
like
not Busey because
or Rutger Hauer.
Or Rutger Hauer. Yeah. But the rest of them, not a problem.
But look, it looked like Ice-T was holding back from ripping F. Murray Abraham's head off. Like it looked like he was holding himself back from breaking his neck. Like
because he's a good guy.
They tried to shoot at you. Like I don't understand what the fuck you have to approve at this point. Fucking assholes. Like that's what I don't get about this story. It's like if someone is shooting at you and they're hunting you for prey, there is no mercy given, no quarter given. You're not supposed to, because they're not going to. At least they shouldn't. At least that's the way those characters should be written.
Chris, that's the difference between you and Mason. Mason retains his level of humanity even when he's faced with the most inhumane treatment.
That's not real.
No, of course it's not. He should have been fucking killing everybody.
Right. Yeah. Like
I was actually kind of waiting for the moment where it became like, now I'm coming for you. But they didn't do that. And so I kind of admired it.
Yeah, legit. I thought the whole twist at the end was going to be like when Rutger Hauer's character flies off, and the minute he lands in the city, Ice-T pops up behind him, Jason Voorhees style, and just fucking cuts him. I thought that was going to happen, and it didn't. But if it had happened, we wouldn't have seen a great montage of Rutger Hauer dyeing his eyebrows. So,
boy, lovingly.
With voicemails in the background. Where are my husband and my son?
Yeah. Just in case the audience had forgotten what had just happened in the previous 90 minutes.
Just 3 days. Also, how did Ice-T get back to Seattle that fast?
That he was on a motorbike.
I mean, I don't know. That was my biggest suspension of disbelief. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I get lost in buildings.
Oh, yeah. He never would have found his way back.
No.
He would have died out there. This was not like some wilderness survival character. This was a homeless guy who had no military experience, was just trying to fucking make his way out. He would have died alone out there in the wilderness.
Would that have been the more interesting story if he was like a Vietnam vet?
That was the plot of the fucking John Woo movie, the Hard Target movie. They were like all Vietnam vets.
But here's the question. No. Different idea.
Are you
They're picking them intentionally in that movie, right?
Yes.
What if it was like he's a Vietnam vet and they don't know it? Like the setup of Fletch, where it's like, we're getting you to do this, but we don't know you're a journalist. We're approaching you, you're homeless, but you're actually, like a Vietnam vet who has XYZ, whatever. Right. Like, wouldn't that have been more interesting? Because then it's like, now I believe that he could kill them.
Funny you should say that. What was the Damon Lindelof movie that they didn't release? It was like a bunch of liberals that are like taking conservatives and doing the most dangerous game with them. And they get one who is exactly what that's the whole movie. Like they get this military girl who like fucking decimates them all.
Yeah. The Samara Weaving, right?
No, the girl from Glow, one of the leads on Glow, whose name, Perry Gilpin, was the lead in it. I forget what it's called. I can't believe I can't remember the title. It's from 2 years ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, but that's the most latest of the most dangerous games.
I don't know. I feel like this movie was just missing something with Ice-T's character. Because the twist is his wife and child died because he didn't do maintenance on the apartment complex.
Yeah. Well, he's just a regular guy with a regular
right. Story. Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, I mean, he's not. I mean, I kind of like that it's loose that way, and it's not like he turns out to be now you fucked with the wrong guy kind of thing.
Yeah,
I like that he's the guy on the street.
He could have been more John McClane and less just some dude.
Yeah, could have.
Even Harrison Ford in The Fugitive, who is just a dude, is less of just a dude than this guy is. He is the ultimate just a dude character.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because they give him nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do anything particularly.
Maybe as a child, he was much like Heather Langenkamp in Nightmare on Elm Street. And he
filling light bulbs with gunpowder.
Yeah, he read the manuals on home defense.
That's one of my favorite scenes in that movie. It lives rent free in my head. Her filling that light bulb up with gunpowder lives rent free in my head. That's just wild to me to think about.
Well, I mean, her dad was John Saxon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and her mom was pulled backwards through a window. And the best scene in that entire movie is that fucking, speaking of New Line Cinema, that fucking dummy going backwards through the window. And all of them in the documentary just going, yeah, this looked like shit and we knew it.
We thought it was a joke. We thought they put that gag in there? What's that about?
This wasn't for the actual, you used it. Never mind.
I'll go on record as saying I like that shot and I love it at the end of that movie.
Makes me laugh every time.
Hey, if they CGI'd it would have looked worse.
Oh, well, they did CGI it in the new movie, and it's hilariously. Have you seen that happens in the new movie?
I actually saw that in a theater, and I don't remember that scene.
She's the Heather Langenkamp Nancy character's staring at a mirror with her mom, and then Freddy Krueger's hand comes through the mirror and spears the mom through the eyes with the glove, and then pulls her back into the mirror, and then the mirror closes. It's so bad.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that might be telling. I don't know.
That was another movie where should have been a twist and there wasn't. That movie would have been 10 times better if the twist had been that he wasn't actually a kid diddler and they had killed the wrong person. And then it would have been a good movie, because then it would have been we're doing something different with the source material as opposed to literally just adapting it.
I don't know. I've had arguments with people, including a friend of mine who's awesome, but he doesn't think that the original Freddy Krueger was bent that way. He just thinks he killed kids, but he didn't do anything to them, which I like.
A lot of people have convinced themselves that
and I'm
a child murderer because they can't, because they love Freddy and they can't deal with the icky nature of that character's actual origins.
They're Freddy wasn't sick; he just killed him. Okay.
Yeah, right. The murder's fine. I love the child murderer, but I can't do the child rape.
I can't abide kid diddling. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they all but say it. It's obvious. It's really obvious. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, because so many people did kind of grow up. The 80s were so weird. Like, just, how this character immediately became just like, oh, we love Freddy. And I mean, I love those movies too. I'm not, but it's weird when you think about it.
Call Freddy Krueger's 1-800 hotline and talk to him now. And it's a bunch of kids calling it. It is weird optics.
Yeah.
Listen, I was like, 13, 14, 15 when Freddie was at his sort of height, and I loved every sort of aspect of it. But I do remember being in a toy store and seeing the talking Freddie doll and thinking, okay, that's too much. Like, because even my 14 or 15-year-old mind knew what the character actually was, even though they only say child killer in the movie.
Right.
Like that. What are we doing? But
yeah.
It became a whole other thing. It was no longer about the original sort of origin of that character past part one,
Yeah.
So should we then blame anything bad that came from New Line Cinema as a Freddy Krueger fault?
How?
I mean, because of Freddy Krueger, we have everything. The house that New Line built, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
all the good and the bad stuff, I guess.
Everything is laying at the feet of Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, it's true.
And his amazing album, Freddy's Greatest Hit.
I have that album on vinyl.
Sweet. I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
I need to get the
album's
vinyl.
Great.
I love that album.
1-800 for Freddy.
It's such cornball shit.
My favorite is the version of all I Have to Do is Dream, where it's this girl singing very sincerely, and then every few minutes you hear, or every few seconds, oh.
Hey.
The easiest money Robert Englund has ever made in his life was appearing on that album.
Well, that and being in Stranger Things.
Oh, I didn't know he was on Stranger. Well, see, I haven't seen Stranger Things. So.
Was that easy money? That was a lot of makeup.
Yes, it was easy money because they were like, Robert Englund in our show?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And then they were like, we didn't even think about it. Like,
see, if you really want him to be scary, they should have him come back as Buck from Eaten Alive.
Oh my God. He's ready to fuck.
Oh, God.
Never seen it.
Oh my God, Chris! It's like Tobe Hooper, one of his best movies ever. It's awesome.
Is it as good as Funhouse?
It's better.
Better than Funhouse.
Yeah, and I like Funhouse, for the record.
Me too.
Yeah, William Finley as a carnival magician. Fuck yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but like everything else is not great.
Not Montag. What is it? Like Marco the Magnificent. Yeah. With the Impaler.
I just wish it was more like the Dean Koontz book with all the weird stuff about pregnancy and abortions. That was more fun.
Okay.
That's like Dean Koontz like adapted the script into a book and added like all this wild shit. Yeah, it's weird.
Time to revisit, I guess.
Yes,
I already did earlier this year. So
yeah, no, Chris, seriously, Eaten Alive it's legit. It's like an EC Comics, like old school EC Comics come to life, like right down to the lighting. Like it's a really beautiful looking movie. It's got that great, authentic kind of rural backwoods grit that only Tobe Hooper, well, not only, but one of the very few directors that can accurately do that and capture that feel. William Finley's in it. Speaking of Finley. Yeah.
I never heard of it. I'll have to watch it.
Dude. Yeah. Don't confuse it. There's like a cannibal movie also called that. That's a completely different
Go
movie.
figure.
Yeah, don't watch that one. That one's
yeah. But yeah, the Tobe Hooper one, primo.
Definitely.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I like Tobe Hooper's stuff for the most part. I guess. I don't know. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is all right.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He made a fucking classic.
Poltergeist is all right.
Oh, Poltergeist is great. And I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is fucking a marvel. It is a masterpiece of a film.
Yes, it is.
It is a much more thoughtful film than people gave it any credit for.
Fuck yes, it is. And Life Force is amazing.
Yeah, well. I agree.
I fucking love Life Force. Very underrated.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen enough of his stuff. I've seen a couple things. I was not a big fan of Funhouse. So,
That's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. It was all right. It was okay. It had its problem.
Hey, revisit it after you watch Against the Darkness.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, oh my God, I love
anything is better than this. God.
It's bad. God, Against the Darkness is terrible.
So anything else you guys have to say about Surviving the Game?
Check it out. It's fun.
Yeah, I think it's a super good film. I like it. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but I think it deserves more attention and more views than it certainly has gotten.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And Rutger Hauer is pretty good. We didn't really talk about Rutger Hauer a whole lot, like specifically, but he's really good. I mean, if he wasn't in this movie, I don't think Ice-T would have as interesting of main villain to play off.
No, he's so strong in this flick. And Such a great presence. And as I said, like, as I feel most people when they're acting opposite him, like up their game. So I think in the scenes with Ice-T, he's actually really good. So go Rutger Hauer.
Rutger Hauer's the man.
I mean, you could do worse than Rutger Hauer is the lead. And hey, ostensibly your second lead, right? Yeah. So you could do worse. Billy Bob Thornton. Where was he? He should have been in this movie. That's who should have been the F. Murray Abraham character, Billy Bob Thornton. Why not?
Yeah, I would buy a fight between him and Ice-T a lot more than F. Murray Abraham.
Certainly.
And Billy Bob Thornton was in a couple Seagal 90s movies. So it's like he's already playing henchmen in 90s movies. So that, See
that One False Move flick? The Billy Bob Thornton movie? One False Move, it's called. He wrote it and he's in it, but he didn't direct it. It's fucking fantastic. It's from like 92 or 3 or something like that.
Huh.
So it's like a little Texas noir flick. Fucking great.
Huh. Billy Bob Thornton's not someone I've watched a lot of his movies.
Yeah. I mean, I know him from that and The Sling Blade and a couple of other things, but like my first introduction to him was in that movie. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And how did he write this script? So,
yeah, I've never even seen Sling Blade. I just know the voice.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And he's from my home state. So one of the few things that Arkansas could be proud of.
All good things.
Unfortunately not. But actually, that's the people that were extras on one of his films. And said he was very nice.
Bill Bob.
Yep.
He would have worked better than F. Murray Abraham.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Levon Helm, who was in Fire Down Below, Chris, that you and I talked about.
Yeah.
Would have been better than F. Murray Abraham. Come on.
Anybody. Don't give us our second to last fight of the movie is just an old man trying to fight 30-year-old Ice-T. Like,
yeah, nothing against F. Murray Abraham's performance the rest of the film. It's just we've already strained our credulity to its breaking point in this film over and over again. And then now this fucking, pushing 60 man fighting Ice-T. No, sorry.
Yeah. I believe in Last Action Hero, F. Murray Abraham could kill Schwarzenegger because he has a gun. In this movie, they're fighting hand to hand. Like, come on.
No.
Yeah. Ice-T would squish his fucking head like a grape. Like,
totally. It should have been Gary Busey. The F. Murray Abraham's character should have gone into the fire immediately, and then the William McNamara character should have been trying to get Ice-T.
Yeah. And not and if he's just going to die anyways, why is he such a wet rag character?
Yeah, well, I like this character, actually.
But if he's going to die, why is he a wet rag?
Because good must be punished.
Write the script for this movie? No, you didn't, because it's not nearly as well done as the things that I have read that you have read.
Oh, no. Anyway, I love the script,
We,
actually.
the three of us,
really
could write a really good Most Dangerous Game story, much more interesting than this.
That would be fun.
That way, it would be much more interesting, much more insightful.
Perhaps, but this is a good spin on that story.
Yeah, it's better than most.
Yeah. If you're doing the story, which is crazy rich person on a secluded area, takes the person there and hunts them, this is as good as you're going to get of that story.
Yeah. And it's distinctly 90s.
Right. I mean, it should be done in a variety of more interesting and evocative ways. But I think this is pretty much the gold standard of The Most Dangerous Game as an adaptation.
Mm. Did anybody actually, I did have a question. Did any of you guys entertain the thoughts while watching this? I mean, it's absurd. But part of me wanted Ice-T's character, like Mason, to go full like Grizzly Adams and commune with nature and use like animals to hunt.
I did wonder why he didn't, create any sort of traps and shit. But I don't think I at any point wondered if he was going to harness the forces of nature.
Really?
Like some sort of manimal.
That would have been amazing. I mean, that would have been good. Go, bear, go.
So if you're going to do The Most Dangerous Game as is again, that's the way to go.
He has a big condor on his arm, and all of a sudden the guys come up and he's like, "Run, motherfuckers, run!" And the bird chases them.
Or he's hanging on the bird's talon and it drops him and he jumps on top of people.
Totally.
Oh my god!
Anything, stupid or not, let's do it. As stupid as humanly possible.
Oh
yeah.
I mean, would have been absurd, but I would have loved it.
Ice-T communing with nature. That would have been great. Oh my god.
He's got a pet water moccasin and everything.
That would have if Seagal had been the lead of this movie, that's what he would have done.
Master.
Oh god, yeah, because he is Native American spiritualism.
Right. Steven Seagal's deep into that shit, as they would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a very spiritual man.
Yeah, he's going to draw on his personal experiences of being an indigenous person.
Is he really an indigenous person?
Oh, he's from Upper Michigan.
That's what I thought. I'm like, and plus, I'm pretty sure that's Tanner. It's like he's like the Rachel Dolezal of Native Americans.
It's
like...
true. Yeah, it's true. So, on that note, let's take a break and we'll play a preview for the final Culture Cast of Rutger Hauer Month.
Heading west on the long, lonely highway, only his dreams for company. Until...
My mother told me never to do this.
Before many miles, he'll wish he'd taken his mom's advice. When Jim Halsey let the hitcher into his car, he opened the doors of hell.
What do you want?
I want you to stop me.
Once you've met the hitcher, you'll never pick up another.
My wallet's in my pocket.
Shut up! We know how to do it.
Jesus!
Why are you doing this to me? You're a smart kid. Figure it out.
I didn't do it. I didn't do any of it. I'm not a killer.
Hold on!
This morning, this guy tried to kill me. And he's been following me ever since.
Why didn't he kill us?
Hi, kid.
I don't want to die! Yeah!
The terror starts the moment you stop for the hitcher.
What do you want?
I want you to stop me.
That's right. On the final Culture Cast, I'm going to be joined by these two lovely folks. Once again, we're going to be talking about, I guess, the other most famous Rutger Hauer movie other than Blade Runner, right?
Hell yes.
I like it
the
more
Vampire
than
Slayer.
Oh, I've never seen Buffy. Is he in that movie?
Yeah,
He's in the movie. Yeah, he's a hot vampire that plays the violin.
You know, Anne Rice described when she wrote the character of Lestat, she had Rutger Hauer in mind.
And
Really?
who could blame her?
Yeah, that's a fact.
true.
In fact, I think Buffy the Vampire Slayer was playing on that because they had just come out with an interview with the vampire movie and Rutger Hauer was not in it at all. So, yeah.
Is that the Cruise or Pitt character?
Cruise.
The Cruise
Cruise.
character.
Yeah. Her second choice for Lestat was Julian Sands.
Yeah. Could
Which
easily
would have
see him
been-
do that. Yeah.
Third choice, Tom Cruise.
No one's choice Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Tom Cruise has been cast as things he should never have been cast as for longer than just as Jack Reacher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Prime example.
Yeah. Yeah. When I think of the Reacher character, Reacher says nothing. I don't think of Tom Cruise's 5'5" little ass out there doing that. Sorry.
His little ass. His little
Stand on that box some more, pal. I'm sorry.
No, I just think it's funny.
Can't
I will
unsee that.
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, Rutger Hauer is Lestat though. That should have happened. That would have been amazing. But what are we going to be talking about for the final?
The Hitcher.
Classic.
It's the movie, right? It's the movie.
My mom told me never to do this. One of the best opening lines of any movie ever.
It's, you know what? I watched it already because I wanted to see how good it was, and it did not disappoint. And I'm looking forward to talking about it because it's Sean Bean in that movie is amazing. Father Malone's face.
Just don't
even. I watched that one too.
I'm going to watch it for the podcast, but like, I'm not going to like it at all. At all.
Heather's crying. Are you going to watch The Hitcher 2?
I watched The Hitcher 2.
With Jake Busey.
He's been waiting.
Jake Busey plays The Hitcher. Speaking of fucking Buseys.
They couldn't even get his dad.
I will not rewatch that.
I would not watch it to begin with. The only thing I've seen Jake Busey in where he's menacing and it's convincing is Frighteners.
He's good in that. He's good in Contact.
No, he's
too.
good in that.
Never seen it.
I haven't seen Contact either.
He's
The
great.
Frighteners is
He's
good.
great in Starship Troopers, but that's just like
That's just Jake Busey.
playing himself, killing bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're not talking about that. We're going to be talking about The Hitcher. And I guess we'll probably touch on the remake a little bit because it has Sean Bean in it. So how could you not? Just based on Sean Bean alone. So, yeah. So until then, where can people find you, Heather?
Well, you can find me at my website, which is Mondo-Heather.com. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram under @Mondo-Heather. And I have a Patreon where you could get sneak peeks to various articles, read exclusive content, and various other sundry items. And that is under, surprise, surprise, @Mondo-Heather. So please check it out.
By you, Father Malone, where can people find you?
FatherMalone.com. It's a link tree to all the crazy, stupid nonsense I do, including the show Wolf and Raisin, the Banachek podcast, which is a video podcast, very deep into the second episode. So I don't know when this is airing, but FatherMalone.com.
Tomorrow.
Okay, never mind. It'll be a few weeks, folks. I'm just one man.
Let's just say the amount of work that you put into your show and the amount of work that I put into my show, it doesn't need to be the same because I haven't done a video podcast. You decided to eat the whole sandwich whole.
It was dumb.
I could have told you, but you were like, it's going to be a video podcast. Why you want to make this harder on yourself, man?
Yeah, I don't know.
The first episode's fucking amazing. I do
It
highly
is
encourage
great.
everybody to check it out. And check out all of Father Malone's video content on YouTube. It's great.
Episode 2 is going to be much, much better.
Well, there you go. But check out one.
Gabagool. You going to do a Gabagool sequel at some point?
No. Oh, no.
What is this?
No. That was me and HP, by the way. HP did the music for that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for me, cstachiw.com. That's my link tree for all the things that I work on. So yeah, go there. For this show, Kulturecast.com, Patreon, whatever. If you want to support it monetarily, cool. Just listen. Otherwise, rate, review, wherever you listen. That's what actually helps. Yeah. As for Heather and Father Malone, thank you guys for joining me. I guess we'll be back next week to talk more Rutger Hauer. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next episode.